New REI nurses. Take your career to the next level with NROCS, the Nurses in REI Communication, Knowledge and Skills online certificate program from ASRM. NROCS gives you practical applications you can use immediately and the opportunity to interact with other REI nurses and content experts. Increase your understanding of REI, make new professional connections, and gain confidence in your nursing role. To learn more about NROCS, visit asrm.org/nrcks.
Welcome to ASRM Today, a podcast that takes a deeper dive into the current topics in reproductive medicine.
I'm Jeffrey Hayes, and today on the show we're catching you up on some recent recaps and recommendations from ASRM for August 2022. If you're making plans to attend ASRM Scientific Congress and Expo, don't miss out on the opportunity to join us at the President's Gala. This year's President's Gala will be held on Sunday, October the 23rd, beginning at 6 p.m. at the Hilton Anaheim. Guests will enjoy cocktails, dinner, remarks from ASRM leadership in our annual awards presentation. New this year, the party will continue at an after party with cocktails, live music, and dancing. President's Gala tickets include admission to the after party. All proceeds from this year's President's Gala support a new ASRM initiative, the Center for Policy and Leadership. The Center for Policy and Leadership is an entity within ASRM that aims to provide evidence-driven, science-based, nonpartisan information and expertise aimed to inform the public and decision-makers in both the public and private sectors on matters of importance to the field and patients of reproductive medicine. You can purchase tickets or a table when you register for the meeting, or you can contact ASRM's Director of Development, Brynne MacCann, at bmccann@asrm.org. Again, that's bmccann@asrm.org. Or if you have further questions about it and we can direct you towards her, you can always email us asrm@asrm.org. Take a sneak peek at August's Fertility and Sterility with the latest episode of Fertility and Sterility on Air. Topics this month include a fertile battle on optimal endometrial lining in ART, an RCT using FSH with a trigger, the relationship between paternal factors and embryonic aneuploidy of paternal origin, and much, much more. Link to this episode is in our show notes or accessible from our homepage, www.asrm.org. The ASRM Research Institute Discovery and Innovation Grant, which is $50,000 per year or greater, letter of intent opens on August the 22nd, 2022. Investigators with a doctorate degree, meaning an MD, MD PhD, PhD, SCD, or equivalent, who meet eligibility with expertise in reproductive health and science are encouraged to submit a letter of intent for consideration. We invite investigators to develop research proposals that align with the ASRM Research Institute funding priorities and address fundamental questions of major clinical significance to reproductive medicine. The letter of intent with all required information must be submitted as one PDF to the ASRM Research Institute, which is research@asrm.org, no later than Friday, October 7th, 2022, to be considered. Please note, submission of a letter of intent does not ensure a full proposal invitation. To view all eligibility criteria, funding priority areas, and grant timelines and guidelines, please visit our website, www.asrm.org. We are back next week with a brand new interview, so please stay tuned for that. And until then, I'm Jeffrey Hayes, and this is ASRM Today.
This concludes this episode of ASRM Today. For show notes, author information, and discussions, go to asrmtoday.org. This material is copyrighted by the American Society for Reproductive Medicine and may not be reproduced or used without express consent from ASRM. ASRM Today series podcasts are supported in part by the ASRM Corporate Member Council.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast do not necessarily reflect those of ASRM and its affiliates. These are provided as a source of general information and are not a substitute for consultation with a physician.